Ups, welcome to another live episode of Tea with Teash podcast. I'm your host Teash, and as you can see, I'm all put together due to an event that I have my very first Teacups meetup later on this evening. Cute, clink. Anywho, today we have the beautiful MiMi Johnson, the CEO of Grind Pretty, and we're just gonna get into a little bit of a lot. Okay, I want you guys to tap in, tune in, because I'm getting ready to grab my girl so that we can tell you about all things Grind Pretty. So if you are in grind mode, let's go. Okay, we can ready to be on the scene. Everybody tap in. Hello there.
Hey,
How are you?
I am good. How about yourself?
I am doing good, child. Just got through getting all this together for my very first Teacups meetup later on. I'm excited, and I'm so excited to see you.
Yes, this is a long time coming, isn't
You hear
it?
what I'm saying? Honey, you busy, baby. You are out here doing it, moving, amplifying voices, and I'm so proud of you. So let's get this thing in. As I mentioned, honey, we have the CEO, MiMi Johnson, the all of it of Grind Pretty, okay? So tap in, tune in, let's get this thing rolling. So first and foremost, I want to say congratulations on your partnership with Mixie. And this partnership will allow the attendees of Grind Pretty Fest 2026 to connect in a bigger and much more vibrant way. How exciting is that? First of all.
Yes. I'm just excited about the entire Grind Pretty Fest year. We just
Girl.
had an amazing time in H-Town. And shout out to Lil Flip because he showed us a lot of love. Me and my
Yeah.
family hung out at his restaurant. If y'all are in Houston, y'all got to go to the Savoy. They have the best lamb chops and mac and cheese. I'm a foodie, so.
Okay, you gave me a little shout out. I heard that. I have not been to Houston, but now I'm gonna have to check it out because you said you done ran through his restaurant. I'm gonna have to see what tea is, honey, since Miss Mia said so. So
Yes.
if y'all are in Houston, check it out, tap in. Um, so I'm so excited for this episode, not only because you are a Kansas City native as I am, but because you are a brown girl doing amazing things, opening doors and creating opportunities for other creatives and things of that sort. So now that we've gotten all that out the way, so, and real quick, I wear glasses. I'm trying not to because I want everybody to see this. So
I mean, your face
excuse
is
me,
big, honey. Face is
but
big.
because I'm reading my dialogue and I don't like to do that, but y'all know how I go down. So Grind Pretty is not just a brand, it's a mindset. What was the exact moment you realized this isn't just a hustle, this is a movement that I need to push the envelope on, and it's within me, and let's go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna backtrack a little just to say that everything that I've done hasn't made sense in the beginning, right? I came from a tech corporate background
Mm-hmm.
and became a makeup artist, and that didn't make sense. Like, you're gonna leave your
But you were
job for
good. I saw the
um
videos and pictures.
yes.
Hey.
But I would say this, I've trusted God along the way, and every idea that I've had, I just went for it because I'm a strong believer. There was a sermon that I listened to a while ago. I think it was Pastor Bronner a long time ago. He said, God plants seeds in everybody, and it's our job to harvest those seeds. And guess what? If you don't harvest those seeds, he plants those seeds in other people to
Ooh.
bring it through. So I'm like, look, if the seed is planted, it makes sense. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna move. So Grind Pretty actually started out of my brick and mortar that I had called the Glamatory. And I know that my purpose has always been to help women. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
how the makeup things, makeup, and then it turned into Grind Pretty organically. I had a brick and mortar. The questions started turning from beauty to business,
Yeah.
and also just trying to um, find ways. Like, people were asking, could they have an event in my store? Could they
Mm.
sell their product in my store? And I'm like, after I lost a little bit of money trying to help people, I'm like, look, I don't have Sephora money.
Okay.
So, Grind Pretty actually, it started twofold. It's right there in that place, but it was also like, I was on a TV show on Aspire TV at that time, and I
Mm.
was like making content where I was interviewing amazing women, because I realized I had such a great clientele of women that I was doing makeup for, and I
Yeah.
would interview them and record it. And so I was like, that's a TV show. Pitched
Okay.
it, pitched it, but it didn't move forward. However, that was a plant of like Grind Pretty. So I
Yeah.
started making that content, and then it was storytelling. So it was like, hey, this is great to tell stories of people who look like us, that you can achieve the things that you're trying to do too, but also that it's quite the opposite. The grind itself is not pretty. We make it
Ever.
look pretty sometimes, but it's not. And so it really started from organically from my store, from storytelling, and it just snowballed effect. Anytime an idea makes sense in my head, I'm just gonna go for it.
Absolutely. And I love that you said planting a seed, because God says if we go ahead and take that first step, He'll walk with us the rest of the way. So
Hmm.
it was definitely ordained for you to do what you're doing now. And it has become so colossal. And that's only by God's design, honey, because when I say everything you've done is so inspiring and it's so motivational for the next girl that says, you know what? I want to do that. I
Hmm.
want to get involved. I want to get active, and you everywhere with it. So you gotta love that. Um, so you have built a platform that celebrates women entrepreneurs. What was one hard truth about business that doesn't get posted on social media? Because, like you said, the grind is not pretty. Okay. So, in light of that, what part does not get posted on social media regarding the hard truth about business? Because we know y'all lose sleep, first of all, but
Yeah.
what follows that?
Yeah, I think the hard part, well, there's a couple, right?
Okay.
Um, one of the hard parts are the no's, and that's twofold. It's the freedom and ability for you to say no
Yeah.
as the founder, because that gets hard too. Because when you don't have a guaranteed check
Yeah.
or benefits, it's harder to say no to
Yeah.
opportunities sometimes. And that's where burnout starts coming, and you're
Mm.
getting bad opportunities just to pay the bills. But also the flip side of no, being told no. Um, Especially doing an event like Grind Pretty Fest, or any event where you're trying to get sponsorship, partnership, even ticket sales. Like
Yeah.
being told no can be hard to take in too, because it feels like rejection. But once you have your mindset together, not every opportunity is going to be. I look at things like numbers, and I also look at things with alignment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you see something, you like, I want to be a part of that. I want to partner with this person, and maybe God sees something that you don't,
Hmm.
and it's
You better
basically.
tell them.
So those no's can be hard sometimes. But also being able to say no, it becomes freeing.
Yeah. You're
Because
like,
it also
nope,
takes a
I don't.
level of faith to say
Yeah.
no. Saying no to something when you know you need the money,
Ooh.
that's a different level of faith. So I would
Mm-mm.
say the no's are hard, being a founder.
Okay, understood. Because I'm definitely one of those people that hate to say no. And like you said, when you need the money, but you know it's not aligned, you're like, ugh. And that's when your faith in God comes in. Whatever I just turned down, God, I'm gonna need you to give it to me. I'm gonna need you to give it back to me. And He definitely does, for
Hmm.
sure. So let's be real. Has there ever been a time when supporting women in business felt one sided or performative? And how did you handle that? Because we know, as empaths like myself, or just being business oriented, or a girl's girl, you can definitely want to bring people up and bring them in and celebrate them, but sometimes it might be one sided. How do you handle that?
Yeah, and I think it's just that, and you can avoid that by putting everything in writing up front.
Yep.
We can avoid mishaps, mistakes, feelings being hurt. Keep everything business. You know,
Yeah.
um, that's how you do not get burned. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
If
yeah.
you go into it, first of all, a partnership. So even when you're approaching, from a makeup.
Now, child, we can't hear you. We can't hear. Because they need to hear this. They need to hear
Okay.
what you're
Can
saying.
you hear me now? Can you
Yes.
hear me? Okay, sorry, that
Mhm.
was my finger probably holding the speaker. But um I had a lot of girls asking could they, or just people asking that could they assist me. And I remember, me coming up as a makeup artist and asking to be an assistant. I had to bring something to the table to that person,
Yeah.
because you got to think of it that way. Even as you're approaching partnerships, what are you doing to help that person? If that
Mm.
person you're asking is already here,
Yeah.
you're starting here, well, that person is going to give you a lot, but what do you give to that person? So I always approach partnerships as, what can I also do? And it might not line up to, hey, I might just say, "Hey, can I help answer your emails for you for a
Yeah.
week? Can I?"
Start light. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I think, even with you approaching things to other people, it has to be mutually beneficial. But like I said, with anything, I try to get it in writing.
Yeah.
You can't get disappointed. I mean, you can still get disappointed, but that was in writing. You
Right.
said you were going to do this, you were
Yeah.
going to do this, and you did not deliver. So
Yeah.
my thing is always to keep it business and put things
Hmm.
in writing.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm one of those people, I try not to blur the lines with business and personal. And sometimes you do create a certain attachment with people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so you still have to kind of dial it back and understand this is still a business. So if you want to hang and discuss certain things personally, do that. But when it's on the line of business, you have to keep it just that because people get comfortable and then they don't expect for you to want payment, need payment, whatever the agreement was. Like you said, that's where the documentation comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And you definitely have to kind of divide those roles. You can still be personable, but still keep a fine line. Hey, this is business now. This is what we talked about business wise. So I agree with that. They didn't hear that part of it, but since I did, I had to highlight it. So, next question. What's one thing about girl boss culture that you think is completely overrated or even toxic? Because it can be a little toxic, especially when we say it out loud. So, in your opinion, what would be one thing that you completely think is overrated about girl boss culture?
Um, I would say being a fake me, a fake girl.
Yes.
Everybody's intentions are not good, and I think it muddies the waters of the
Yeah.
people who are really trying to do well.
Yeah.
Um, so I would just say that's the part that I hate, the fakeness and the ill intentions of the
Yeah.
girl boss culture to try to
Hmm.
get your money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
um, but yeah, I think that one's the big one for me. The girl boss term has turned into that, and empowerment have
Oh, my
turned into
God.
like, oh my God, I don't want a part of that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
people use that so tough to get you to partner or be a partner, even come out to their events. And you know this is not really what you about. You know this
Yeah.
ain't what you about, but you want the coinage and you want your face out there and you want to be attached to certain people or just to say you know certain people, but you know this is not really what tea is for you. So I agree with that. It can very much be toxic, child, because everybody is using empowerment and girl boss and girls girl and sis that wears me out. Like people are using that so loosely. And honey, you got to be careful with that because people out here to get you, child. Not all the time, but most of the time. So, have you ever had to outgrow people that couldn't handle your elevation? And what did that look like for you personally? Because it can hurt. It can also be bittersweet when you got to let somebody go because you elevating.
Yeah, yeah. And I've had this happen with friendships, and that's the tough part.
Yeah.
But it's also a part of growing through life.
Yeah.
You have people in your life for a certain time in your life that they were
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be there. Like I had the friends that I went to the clubs with when I was in the clubs in my
Yeah.
20s, and
Yeah.
now we have kids, and the dynamic is different. I think it's just a part of life, and
Yeah.
and even though you might not, you might have to go separate ways, it doesn't mean that you don't still love each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can still love this friend from afar. We just aren't close anymore. We
Yeah.
move on to a new chapter. That's tough, but I think that
Yeah.
that's just a part of life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm friend hurt is painful. Losing a friend is painful, especially someone that you love. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It is painful, and I've experienced that a couple of times. But at the end of the day, I just believe God places, there's a replacement person. Not to say that they're totally
Yeah.
replaced,
Yeah.
but God also, when they're removed, someone else fills a spot that should be there. And
Yeah.
sometimes we hold on to dead weight,
Ooh, you better say it.
whether it's a relationship in business, whether it's a relationship as a friendship, a romantic relationship. Sometimes we're blocking our blessings by holding on to things that don't serve us anymore.
Absolutely. And until that point, sometimes I used to question myself, like, okay, I'm starting to elevate. My lane isn't everybody's lane. Everybody doesn't want to be a media girl or even have the personality
Mm-hmm.
to. So then I had to ask myself, like, am I going the right direction? Because everybody wants to do them solo, whatever, when it comes to elevating to a certain height. And being in entertainment or anything that you are passionate about, you can kind of start to get a little distant, and then you ask yourself, should I really be doing this? Because I'm getting too big. I'm elevating too much. I'm having to lose people. I'm having to drop people off, or people don't want to deal with me because they're afraid of that. And
Mm-hmm.
it kind of makes you second guess yourself, like, should I like dim this a little bit? Because I don't want nobody to think
Mm-mm.
I feel like I'm better, or
Mm-mm.
or and you
No.
start to trip out. But I'm starting to slowly say, you know what? Yeah, you're supposed to do this, and if they can't hang on, they weren't meant to be there.
Yeah. I mean, there is a saying that is lonely at the top too.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't bring everybody up with you.
you
You can't
can't.
bring everyone with you. However, you can start elevating that circle though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree, and that's where you come in. Now we're linked. Ha ha!
Now
I
we're
have
connected,
MiMi, everybody. So, do you ever get overwhelmed with disbelief by the number of women that support you as you give out support? Because I know we love, but sometimes it almost feels like if they love me too hard, I'm inclined to show up and do this and do that, even when I can't. So, how do you feel about that? Because I kind of feel like sometimes the love can be very loving, but it can also be overwhelming. Like, like what are you going to expect from me now? Because I might not have it all the time.
Yeah. Um, I think that's where you set boundaries.
Yeah. Oh my
Um,
God.
you and I'm still learning and navigating that because I'm a true empath.
Oh, me
um,
too. Oh my gosh.
yeah, but it is creating boundaries. My boyfriend says this. He'd be like, "You don't have to answer that phone.
And
you
you be
don't
like,
have
yeah,
to.
I do. Yes, I do.
You don't have to answer that phone." So I'm still learning that.
Yeah.
That boundary part. Even if it's that, hey, I'm not answering unless it's an emergency. I'm not answering this phone after 8 o'clock. I'm not answering this
Okay.
phone after 7.
Yeah.
I think it's just setting the boundaries, because you can't pour into others if you aren't okay yourself.
You
So,
know it.
yeah, boundaries. And what
Absolutely.
I was talking about earlier, being able to say no, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay
Yeah.
to say no.
Yeah.
Because then when you become the yes girl to everything, they're going to expect you to be the yes girl.
Yep. And then you can't say no. And then it's like you are automatically signed on and signed in.
Entitlement. That's when
Yeah.
people get entitlement.
Okay, absolutely. So now you have so many things under the Grind Pretty umbrella, such as Grind Pretty Magazine, Grind Pretty Fest, Grind Pretty Awards. Good God. How does it feel to be a mogul in the making, honey? Because as you said, this wasn't overnight, but it's something so magnificent where you look back like, I did these things, I'm doing these things, and I'm gonna do more. What is that like? That's being a mogul in the making. I don't care what nobody says. That is literally
Thank you.
building building a moment, building something so massive, and then you can leave a legacy behind. Like, girl, let me wait a minute. We're going
It's
to talk
also,
about it.
girl, you crazy.
Girl, you are like,
That's the real part behind it. You are crazy. Because the behind the scenes of it a lot of times does not make sense.
yeah, yeah.
I had a situation, shoot, I'm dealing with it right now. A sponsor decides that they were trying to back out, or something didn't come through, and you're like, I done already budget that.
Oh my God. Girl,
Now
I
what do you do?
bet.
Do you cancel?
Ooh.
Do you go forward? You know, so those are the things in life that happen.
Yeah.
But it takes I said faith, but it also takes a little bit of crazy to
Yeah.
to push through, like, because it don't make sense from the surface. Like, why you
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and do that, and then it don't, and I don't mean
Yeah.
crazy like you about to lose your house crazy.
Just delusional. Yeah. I
Just
get it.
just a little bit of audacity. There you go.
Okay. Because, we all got a little bit of it, but honey, some of us need a little more than others because that not only takes money, patience, mental strength. It may go into sleepless nights, especially if you are one to perfect everything. Child, you
Mm-hmm.
can't go to sleep until all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. And that alone can take an emotional toll. I know it can. But when you see that
Absolutely.
final product, you like, haha, me and God did. And
Mm-hmm.
it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, did you ever see Grind Pretty being as huge as it is now? Because every part of my feed is screaming this pink, which is my favorite color. And I'm seeing all this laughter, this joy, this business, this grind, this motivation. And it's motivating me because I said, hey, I need to be outside with these girls and get some time in. But you are definitely doing amazing. And
Thank you.
did you see it? Like, did you feel it? Did you and God talk about it?
No, this is the thing. Like I never imagined being a makeup artist. I never imagined doing a magazine. I
Yeah.
never none of this stuff I ever imagined to do at all. It is all God.
Yeah.
Yes, he gives you the ability. You got your gifts. I'm artistic. I love art. I
Yeah.
love creating. So yeah, that was a gift. But yeah, no, I never imagined doing any of the things that I'm doing right now. So,
Yeah.
but that also, a lot of times when when you're a kid, you're like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Right.
It sets I mean, it lets you dream, which is the good part. But I think a lot of people get disappointed when they get to a point and they're like, this wasn't it. I
Right.
don't know. I don't know.
Right.
I just challenge those who may not know their purpose to just try stuff. Cause
Yeah.
that's all I
Everything.
did. It was
Everything.
just try it. Like
Yeah.
there's stuff that I tried that didn't stick,
Okay.
but you just gotta try it first. So I
Yeah.
mean, I think a lot of people, get caught up into I don't know my purpose or this isn't it, and it's I'm 40. I just turned 44. Like
I
I'm
will be
still
August 1st.
moving.
So, yeah. Absolutely. Well, it's definitely growing and God is watering your plants. He is definitely assisting you with flourishment and you are doing this for other people. It's not even for you. It's God saw something in you that the world needed.
Mm.
And they love it and they've attached themselves and they're excited to be a part. Whenever you have a flyer or some people in the comments like I'm there, and that lets you know that you have done your job. So
Mm.
that's the fulfilling part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now on to the next, honoring, highlighting, and celebrating women for their accomplishments and creating a lane for them. How does it feel knowing that you have much of such of a huge impact for the culture? You have a big impact on the culture. How does that make you feel? Grind Pretty is not just a name, it's a movement, it's a moment, it's an organization, it's like a whole thing. How do you
Yeah.
feel, girl?
I feel great. Like that's the thing that keeps me going. When the bank account don't match,
Okay,
that's the thing that
girl.
keeps me going, knowing that I'm doing this in purpose.
Yeah.
And when you do things that are in purpose, I just strongly believe that you'll never fail at the things that you're doing in purpose. God is gonna, you may not flourish in the beginning and get
Mm.
the return in the beginning. Well, that's with any business, right?
Girl, okay.
Um, but you have that it's like doing community service. Like it's that nonprofit side of things,
Yeah.
which is why I started the nonprofit, because I had a talk with one of my mentors and she's like, yeah, Grind Pretty is great, but where's the money part? And I'm like, but I'm helping people. She's like, yeah, but that's the nonprofit side, so go ahead and
Girl, because in my nonprofit, because we don't want to be nonprofit no more. We love what we do, but we need the coinage, baby. We got stuff we got to do, take care of, pay for, and we want a few trips. You know what I'm saying? We want to be
Girl,
outside being cute,
do they still say flued out? I'm gonna be flued
okay.
out more.
But God always shows up, and the people that believe in what you're doing, they're gonna drop their money in the hat because they know that what you are doing is like that. So
Oh yeah, no, it's
you know,
happened. It's happened. Literally, last Grand Prix, right when DEI and the
girl,
administration was attacking
yeah.
DEI. My main sponsor was like, I can't sponsor,
Oh,
and I pushed through, and I didn't have the funding, and I invited that sponsor anyway, and she got on stage and found $20,000 to give on stage. That is what God does, and that's when I know
girl.
that you have to keep going with this.
Girl. And like I said, he sees you and he already knew you was going to be doing this before you started. And so he prepared you and planned it out for you. And people that he has talked to in their sleep or whatever the case, he has let these people know she's coming. I'm going to need you to pour in. Y'all going to work this out. And that's where they come from. I love that. I get chills talking about that. Yes, girl. I love it. So if Grind Pretty disappeared tomorrow, what would you want Mimi Johnson to stand for without being brand attached or without your brand being attached? Like just you, just your shell, and
Wow,
nothing else.
that's a great question.
I come up with them all, honey. I just jot them down so I won't forget.
um, I would want people. There's a chapter to my story that hasn't been publicly written yet.
Okay.
And when that chapter is revealed, I want people to see that God is real,
Oh,
and perseverance and faith. You can get through anything.
yeah.
I have endured some of the most painful, darkest things, and you would never know.
Okay.
I
She
keep a,
said,
I,
I ain't giving that to y'all.
I keep a smile on my face because I know that God is still there, and through all of it, and that's the funny part of grinding pretty. None of
Yeah.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
We gravitate towards the pink and the glitter, and that's how we reel you in, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the grind itself is not pretty, and it's really about, sis, keep going.
Yeah.
So if whenever that time comes and my chapter closes with Grind Pretty, I want the audience to take that you can survive it, you can push on, and you can still have the life that you want to live.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. So you have built something that will go down in history, believe it or not. What legacy are you hoping to leave behind for the brown girls that aspire to follow your footsteps?
Mm.
Another
Um,
good one. I know. I know.
well, it kind of leads into, that's my son in the background. It kind of leads into what I just said though,
Yeah.
but it's the sis keep going.
Yeah.
The legacy is we are those girls, and with God, nothing can stop us. And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna push that envelope just a little further. Yes, with God, but with each other.
Yes.
We have to we are all we have.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
nothing else, and that's the bigger part about what I'm building too, is the sisterhood. When you come to a Grind Pretty event, it's not just, oh, another celebrities on stage
Yeah.
talking about the cars and the things. That it's not about that. It's about, hey, I connected with this person and now we're doing something together. It's, oh, this person connected me with the right resource to get
Yeah.
the funding I need. It's that.
Yeah.
And I think that's with anything, with entrepreneurship, with working in corporate. It's the relationships that get you to the next level outside
Yeah.
of a prayer or faith. It's people. People will help you elevate. So that's really what this is about too.
Okay. All right, honey. So now we are at the tea spill segment. You know, everything I do, say, Whatever you see is always tea related with me. So
Mm-hmm.
we have talked about the grind, the wins, and the legacy, but now my favorite part of the show, rolling into rapid, real, unfiltered. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, actually four, and I'm
Okay.
going to need, it's like a this or that. So would you
Okay.
say boss or balanced?
Balanced.
Okay, care to tell why?
You can boss yourself to the grave.
Yeah, and balance will keep you at least enjoying a little bit and taking a
Yes.
break in between,
You can
honey.
still walk that tightrope.
Okay, exactly. Okay. Private or public success?
Ooh, private.
We love
Private
private.
success. Because
Okay.
I want to be able to go and have $1 million and nobody knows my face, but they know my name.
Okay. Ooh! I like that you said that. That is tea, baby. Seriously. Okay. Soft life or hustle mode?
Soft life.
Period. Because we need to lay down and chill out and we want to
All
be
of it.
pampered. Yeah,
I want a
I love
proper
it.
dinner.
Okay. All right. And the last one, collaboration or solo power move?
Collaboration.
I
It's going
like
to get
it
you further every time.
every time. Okay. So when it's all said and done, what do you want people to say about the way you showed up, not just as a CEO, but as a woman in power?
Mm. I want people to say, I love her spirit because that's contagious. When you
Yes.
smile at someone, even if you're in a bad mood, it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. I
You know,
don't do it.
yeah,
Okay.
I think it's, I love her spirit because that goes on to other people.
Okay. I got you. I got you. So what's next for you? Obviously, Grind Pretty Fest is still moving and grooving, but is there anything that we don't know about?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
So I've been silently working
okay.
on an app that I kind of soft launched last year, but it's actually happening now. So it's called Glam Track, and it
Oh.
is the ultimate AI beauty planner. So look out
Ooh.
for that. It is coming in the next couple months.
Okay. Tapped in. I will be locking in and seeing what is going on because I want to download the app. I am an app queen. I have apps that I ain't used in a long time, or just to have an app. I love to add a good old app. I'm an app freak, actually. I don't, girl. I love an app, so I will be tapping into that. What else do you want to tell everybody? Because I feel like the excitement through the screen is something. It's something
I mean,
exhilarating.
Grand Pretty Fest is this Saturday in Atlanta. So if you're watching, you got a little Delta connection, a little flight buddy pass. You might want to
Yeah.
come down to the A. It's gonna be amazing. We're actually giving away three $1,000 grants, both
Oh.
to founders as well as to those who are working in corporate who might need a license or a certification that they need the money for. So we're giving away that. We're giving away a mommy makeover, and
Ooh.
my girl Nivea is performing because I always got to do it for the 99 and the 2000. So
Hey.
we're celebrating Nivea, and yeah, it's always a good time. It's always a good time. So if y'all are in
Girl.
Atlanta or you got that buddy pass, come on, and got those miles, come on to Atlanta. It's gonna be a good time next Saturday, June 6th.
Listen, honey, because you do it moving in every city you go to. And I'm like, you know what? One of these days, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. But I love what goes on. I love that everybody is like on the same accord. And it's always a good time. The vibes are high. And there's always inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's left behind. Everybody smiles. Everybody is doing their thing. And yeah, honey, for those grants and things like that, people want to tap into that because it's always something that you need some coinage for, something that you're investing in yourself in. You might have a little debt, child. I don't know. But just to get yourself started or stay in the game, make sure y'all locking in about the grants and all that. And yeah. So last but not least, what is a fun fact about Mia that people think they know or they might want to know, or something that you just want to clear up?
Fun fact. I think people that know me know this, but I'm super goofy. I love
Okay.
comedy. I love doing impersonations, and I love dancing. I love, you know what, when all this is said and done, I'm probably gonna be one of those people that just pops up and DJs.
Okay. You better. Girl,
think that's what I secretly want to do one day. Like when I'm rich and famous. Well, no, take away the famous part. But when I'm rich,
Okay.
I'm gonna just pop up in random stuff and just DJ.
You should. They be like, coming to the stage, or they may not even know you coming. You just go and grab an extra mic. You be like, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody
Yeah,
gotta pop out on it.
I want the leisure to do stuff like that. Like I'm
Yeah.
just pop up a DJ.
You should, because then I'll be in the crowd like, go ahead, go ahead. You know, like I love a good time too, and I love that idea. And I kind of secretly want to jump out there with you. Who knows? They'll be
See,
like, oh my God, girl, look at me
see.
and Teash. So you never know. The crowd might be looking for us anyway. So is there anything else that you want the people to know while you got the floor? Let's do it. Let's tea. What is it?
Nah, I just want everybody to, like I said, it's about community, it's about sisterhood, it's about coming together. So the challenge to anybody that's listening and watching is make it an effort to connect with somebody else and do something dope.
Absolutely. And that's tea on that. And just really quick, I want to say to you personally, anytime I see anybody from Kansas City, our city, it excites me to know that we're on the map too. We have amazing, awesome people from here too. We're moving and grooving, and you are doing so amazing.
And
Everything that you touch,
you are a great host.
baby, I
This
try.
You should continue to do this. Face, talk, everything. Keep going,
Listen,
sis.
don't mess with me like that, Mia. Don't do me like that. Don't play
You're
with me.
natural. This is good.
You know, honey, hey, somebody actually named me the Oprah of Kansas City, and I was like, you know what,
Okay.
Brent?
Okay. I receive it. I
Yeah,
receive it.
so I'm working on that. Whatever that means to God is what it means to me. And I just want people to know that we are who we say we are from Kansas City. Like there's so many big spaces, but I have to highlight Kansas City because we are somewhat small on the map. And I need for people to know that there's people coming from here, honey, that's coming out. I'm coming out, okay? And
We might have to talk offline. Maybe there's a lane that you can do a little media stuff with
you
Grind
better
City.
text me. You better get with me, okay? And I'll answer for you, honey. Just thank you for the time because again, this is a long time coming. We were able to make it happen, and this whole little ditty that we have coming up for June. I ain't gonna tell y'all whatever. Mia knows what I'm talking about. I'm excited. I'm blessed. I'm thankful, and just to tea with you and get your insight, pick your brain on the Grind Pretty movement. It's just tea in itself, honey. So thank you so much for teeing with me. And now that you have been on the show, you are a teacup. You are a part of the tea
Oh,
collection. Clink.
I love it.
Yeah. And other than that, at the end of every show, I always tell people and my guests and whoever's watching, always keep enough room in your teacups for new tea. I always got new tea. You don't know who's gonna be on here next. You don't know what time. You don't know. So just stick around. But again, thank you so much. And as a Kansas City girl, love you down. You got the number. Get with me on the back phone. And thank you so much, girl.
Thank you, sis. Love
Of
this.
course.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.